regular burritos.
I'm not big on burritos at all. I'm not
No.
like I don't like the tortillas. I'm not really big on tortillas.
Okay.
I want the stuff in the tortilla, but
What about chips?
oh, I eat chips. I live off chips.
Actually, we could talk about like best chips of all time.
Best. Okay, I got it right here. Top
Oh,
three.
go ahead. Yeah.
Top
give us
three.
Top three chips.
Okay.
All right, whoa,
The Doritos, the Tapatio Doritos.
Okay.
whoa.
Fire.
Talk to me. Let's
So
go.
that's the
Fire.
best Dorito flavor to you?
Yeah, that's the best Dorito flavor.
Wow, that's
Tapatio
I gotta try
Doritos. Y'all tried them?
No, I
I've
gotta
had-
try.
I've had-
Go to Winco. I'm telling you, go to Winco. They're like $2.29.
I'm very
telling
like fluent in salsa verde and Cool Ranch.
Yeah, salsa verde. That's the salsa. Oh yeah, Doritos,
That's the
yeah.
purple bag.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
get?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I love the good bag.
Those are good. Those are good. But and then the case the Ruffles the queso. You know what I'm talking about? The green bag.
Yeah.
That hits different,
Yeah.
yes, sir.
Hits. And
Ruffles over Lay's.
then
All day.
Ruffles over there. Yeah, hell yeah, yeah.
You know, Ruffles got ridges, bro.
I don't know.
I don't eat chips.
Oh,
Wow.
heard
Okay.
it here first.
I don't know.
First.
Breaking news.
We're learning about each other. Okay,
Absolutely.
this podcast is about learning
I
about each other.
love chips. And then
To round
And
it
then
off, your
Pringles.
top three. Pringles.
Oh,
Pringles,
Original?
cheddar.
Okay, cheddar, yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
The engineering behind Pringles too, just to fit in.
I know, and
Perfect
it's perfect science, man. Like
It's like they did it like with a shoe or something. It's a perfect heel, an art. It's a perfect art. Well, Lalo, who do we have in the studio today? This is the coolest intro we've had.
Hey, the cold open went hard. Welcome back to the Surface Rate Podcast, everybody. Today we have FreshBoii and we have Yari in the building.
sorry,
and then
sorry.
plus two, fresh. I think you're the first one to have a suit, so I really respect that.
Yeah, it matches the name for sure. You know, gotta look the
How to
part.
do it.
Stand out. You know what I mean?
I once got in a big like after watching How I Met Your Mother. Shout out to Barney. I like wore so many suits after that.
Oh
Like, it feels
my
good.
God,
It feels-
suit up.
How good does it feel to wear a suit?
Well, everybody just treats you entirely differently.
It's
people
true.
just treat you with like a massive level of respect, and it's weird, bro. Like people will put me into the booth when I'm at the restaurant before the 9
awesome.
people who were
Dude,
there
that's
before
great.
me. So it's like there's a net positive.
It's
I
a
think.
hack.
It's a good life because sitting at the bar, all these people like trying to get drinks, but if you're just sitting with the suit, they go to you like, "What can I help you out with, sir?"
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, I'm black, so if I wear a suit, they think I'm going to court. I'm like, like, he must be going to court. He's like, I just can't.
But no, how first to FreshBoii, we'll start with you. How did you get into music production and becoming an artist?
I think it's pretty typical for a lot of people. You see 8 Mile once, or my mom she
Okay.
she played a lot of Tupac around the house just to piss off the neighbors, right? She would crank it up really loud. And I find that was the initial intro into just hip hop music just in general. I think I really started getting into it when I found a beat maker on my phone, and then I just slowly started transferring after listening to artists, and I'm like, how did they get that sound? How did they get that sound? How did they get that sound? For me, I always hated music. It made me feel
Really?
like a pussy, to be honest. Like when I would listen to like orchestral music or I would listen to rock music, it just all made me feel like a pussy until I listened to hip hop and I was like, okay, this is it. This makes me feel cool. It sounds really cool, and so I'm just gonna start making it. And then just over the past few years, it's just been a steady progression of learning this skill, learning this skill, learning this skill, learning this skill, and to the point where now I can do it all myself.
With you being in music for this long and then like going back to like orchestra and stuff, do you kind of respect what they did later?
Absolutely. Yeah. Looking back on it now, I understand like the meaning behind it, like kind of the feeling basically behind orchestral music, behind rock music. I have a deeper appreciation for it for sure, because getting into music production myself, I understand the amount of respect that goes behind it. And for me, still today, I do not know how the composer or whoever organizes an entire orchestra in order to make an entire symphony and an entire song. So I'm just blown away. Like you have
Genius.
90,000 instruments in there, and you're just like, I don't get it.
Hey, that dude goes hard. Those little steps.
Well, I picture though. I sometimes feel like that's all fake. Like he's just doing it.
Right.
But I know it's not. I know no disrespect to the what are
They're
conductors?
gonna come for you.
Conductors? Yeah.
Composers?
Composer,
Conductors?
conductors. Yeah. Conductors are trained, huh?
Yeah.
My bad. Perfect. Choo-choo. And then Yari, how did you get into music, man?
My dad has been performing on the Strip for over 30 years, and he's just always into music. I remember being a kid when I was like a baby, and like he had this studio going, and then they're playing Marvin Gaye or Ron Isley or just the old songs. You know what I'm saying? Some of my earliest memories is just playing on his little board and stuff, and just being a kid. So I just my mom, rest in peace, my mom. She was she used to be a DJ and stuff. She used to spin
wow.
in Brooklyn, New York, because I was born in Brooklyn, New York.
Dang.
So I was just really always inspired by music. I lived by music. I used to have a Walkman on my head when I was a kid all the time. I'm a lot older than FreshBoii, so
Shout out to Walkman.
No, I had the Michael Jackson CD inside of Walkman when I was young. Right.
My first CD was My Way by Usher. So you know what I'm saying? I was always having music on. Like I lived to music. Me and my girl, we lived to music. So you know what I'm saying? It's just music has always been my life. And I started rapping when I was 12.
Oh, shit.
And like I rap actually, and he said 8 Mile, and I get something. I used to freestyle battle before 8 Mile, so I'm like, I did it before, it was cool.
That's but I see you do like duets on TikTok as well.
Oh yeah, I do.
How much does that help though, practicing like this, you working on flow and all that?
It helps my delivery. When I came to him, the first thing, he's helped me so much with this in the last year now. Yeah, like he's helped me so much with my. I hate my delivery. Like I hate it. Like if you listen to my different songs, you'll see I change up my voice a lot because I'm trying to find the sound, and I just like that's what I want to work on. So like that's why you know what I'm saying.
Okay,
that's why I do like it helps me. Like I'm on camera. I hate my you know what I'm saying. Like you can hear yourself, get people's reactions immediately. It kind of helps a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
I guess for both of you too, like what's the like an athlete like practicing on your work and stuff, like how do you guys practice on your like
Your flow.
craft?
The main thing is really just doing it every single day, right? It's consistency, and consistency equals results every single time. So the more music that you make, the more videos that you make, the more raps that you write, the more songs that you write, and the more that you implement those into actually creating songs and understanding the elements which come together to create the song, that's really the practice in and of itself. And for us, like it's interesting that you say practice, because for us, we don't even see it as practice. It's just like it's like this internal urge to just do it, right? Like he comes to the studio a whole bunch, and just the progression that I've seen throughout his rapping, for him, his whole main focus, and it's so impressive because what I see is he's really focused on writing songs and getting songs down and making all of these songs, but in doing so, his rapping ability has gone through the roof. Like the metaphors, the bars, the punchlines is insane. Something that I wish that I had, because I'm just so focused on like making songs, making beats, making videos, making cover photos, like doing all of that. And so, you know, for him to come in with just this raw talent of just strictly rapping, it's super impressive. And I think it's from that practice, from that repetition of constantly doing it every single day and writing something new every single day. And he'll come into the studio and he'll be like, oh, this verse doesn't work, scroll like 90,000 times through his notes and click the one. He's like, maybe this one, right? So really impressive stuff.
The reason I work so hard is because this guy. I mean, I'm not even like I'm giving him the credit, because really though, like I was not working this hard 6 months ago. I was working hard, but I used to write a lot, but I wasn't as driven. He sent me a message, and it had like the best intentions in it. I loved it. You know what I'm saying? He was like, "Hey, bro, you need to get like him, Outbreak, Kid K. You know what I'm saying? Shouts to Kid K, Outbreak, everybody." And they do their thing out there, and I see them. Like I saw them before. I saw his stuff. I was like, "Oh man, I want to work with him." When I first saw him, I want to work with him. He seems driven. He hit me up. He's like, "Hey, bro, if you want to work with us, you got to work like us." You know what I mean? You got to be one of the hardest working people out here. So he sent me this message one day, just like, hey, you get on this, and this. And like, at first I got mad, like, oh, he's trying to tell me what to do. Got on my feelings, you know what I mean? I'm sensitive. I'm a Leo. Man, you know. Then I was like, you know what? Listen. Don't just, you know what I'm saying, take the criticism. Listen, actually hear what he's saying, because he's not just talking. Oh, you know what? He's right about some of that stuff. You know what I mean? Don't take your feelings out of it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right about that. Guess what? Ever since then, it's putting this fire under me. Right. It's put this fire under me. Now I just, like you say, it's practice. It's not practice to me. It's like I can't not do it. Like, I'm like, I got to go to sleep tonight. But let me finish this song real quick.
Well, yeah, it's really work. That's what it is, and that's what it comes down to. You look at any professional basketball player, they may not have been the most talented, the most skilled. Actually, no, they may have not been the most talented, but they definitely were the most skilled because they were willing to put in the hard work and practice before practice and after practice. You know, you look at any great, and I think the same thing applies to any, like to the music realm as well. It's like a lot of people around here, and I'm not calling out any names, but I think a lot of people around here are lazy. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to shine a light on every single one. It's like, oh, you put out one song every month. How about I put out 4 songs every month with 3 videos to each of those? And it's like, you know, what I see is work. And for me, I want to curate the people around me to strictly be about work. And that's why I sent him the message. I'm like, listen, like the people around me, you're the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So if I have the right people around me who are working as hard or maybe even harder, it motivates me to work even harder, and it's an upward spiral instead of just a stagnation. Oh, I might drop a song. What do you guys think about this one, right? So, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, was it hard to like? How was it like for your first experience putting out a song to you guys? Are you nervous or?
Oh no.
You go first.
It's crazy because I don't even like I just dropped this album yesterday. It's all Louis Choice Weather out now. You know
Congratulations.
what I'm saying? It's gonna be so right now it's on YouTube and everything. You can look at it, but it's not on Spotify yet. Give it like 5 days.
Oh, yeah.
But like, I mean, I grew up freestyle rap battling. You know what I mean? So
That has
pressure.
to be so hard.
Yeah. No, it was,
It was a lot of fun.
I used to freestyle so much better than I do now, though. Like, I used to just big groups like in schools and stuff, crowds of people just.
Getting it.
You know what I'm saying? Like we're like 8 Mile. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so that doesn't come over me. It's not that. It's and honestly, it's something that I learned from watching him. It's like, hey man, you can't focus on trying to make every single one perfect. Just flood it. You know what I'm saying? Like substance, make it good, make it quality, but
Just keep putting
flood
it
the
out.
market. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
content out to get that content
Flood
out
it.
there for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, putting the first song out, actually, it was a surreal experience, actually, because I've been like listening to rap music for so long, and I'd finally found like the beat making software that I started. It was just an app, right? I didn't have like the stuff that the kids have these days, like
so cool.
where they have like FL Studios in their phone, right? It was a basic beat making app, and then once I found the recording option, I was like, wait, I could talk in this thing. I was like, oh, it's over, bro. Start just dropping a couple songs, and for me, I took other people's criticism like huge, right? And so I made the first song. I tried to make it as wild as possible. I'm just glad it's not on the internet anymore, right? Showed it to everybody, you know, and it was just the best feeling in the world to finally be able to get something on just in audio form, because it was like I was just writing nonstop. I got in trouble for writing raps in the back of my notebook because I had more raps in the back of my math notebook than I did actual math notes, right? Right? It was nuts. So finally being able to get that out into audio form, it was just massive. You know what I mean?
So what do you use now?
Oh, FL Studio all the way. Everybody talks shit on it, but FL Studio is the GOAT. It's the greatest, bro. You can make actually they're all the same. Like when you really look at it, they're all the exact same, but it's like this workflow, right? So I use FL is my preferred method, right?
Yeah. Well, like for you guys hustling, what's some good like advice you could tell younger artists, like if they're trying to get
Younger artists, do not stress so much on making your project perfect. You know what I mean? Like, I see a lot of artists out in this city that don't drop music because like, oh, I gotta work on this and make it perfect, and it's not right yet, and you gotta fix the levels and bro, just put it out. Just keep on putting stuff out consistently. You're gonna get better. It's gonna sound better naturally because you're gonna be better, and you're because you can't. You know what I mean?
way are you're sticking to this song when there's something else probably great.
Exactly. And no, but you're gonna lose people's interest. I have like one of my favorite quotes is people eat with their eyes. You know what I'm saying? If people are watching you and then all of a sudden you go away, like you drop something, boom, cool, and then you go away, no one's gonna. They ain't looking no more.
I totally feel that too, because like even my other like favorite podcasts, like they put once a week, right? But in my head, I'm like, dang, I wish they could do it like every day.
Absolutely. Why not? See, that's a big thing that I had to separate really early on, because I was making so much music and I was wondering, why isn't my song blowing up? Why isn't my song blowing up? Because I would put so much time and energy and focus, and it was like a baby every single time. You know what I mean? And so what I really boiled it down to, I was like, okay, now I have to try to find ways to make money, because what separates me from the biggest artists, right? For me, in my humble opinion, it's not the quality of music, it's not how great the music is. What I truly believe it is it's money behind the music and how much money is able to be extracted from the song, right? We live in a monetary world, so if you aren't making money with your music, then how are you ever gonna hope to succeed, right? That's why for me personally, I understand that the producer is gonna be making the biggest bag over the artist, but the artist is able to monetize off of the attention that they gain from making the song just in general, right? And then obviously you have the mixing and mastering engineer, this guy right here. I've seen that he just got hired on. It's huge. I personally believe that that's probably one of the biggest aspects of the song. But no, for advice for just younger artists in general, keep making music, but then find the ways to monetize your music. Learn how to throw shows. Learn how to maybe mix and master for other people. That's what I was doing for him for the longest time. I made probably like 400, a whole bunch of money. But now it's all love though. We work together. It's all cohesive, right? But learn how to make your money just off the music, and the way that you make the money is going to be based off your skills. So rapping, that can get you a skill because it can get you on stage, but learn how to produce, learn how to mix, learn how to master, learn how to edit cover photos, it's all skill based, right? So,
and it's not that hard.
It's not that.
It's not as hard as you think. I'm telling you.
Just start.
not as hard as
That's
you
the
think.
hardest part. It takes you 4 years to start, and then once you start, it's like, okay, now you're starting to see returns. So just start.
Just
That's all
start.
it takes.
Take it from there.
Nike, just do it.
Yeah, no, hey, for real. What have been the most challenging aspects of your career thus far? Like, what are some challenges you guys had to overcome?
Oh man. Oh man. See, I appreciate the challenges when they come because the challenges are what grow you into who you are today. And I think that I appreciate this particular challenge that I'm about to say because it's been so astronomical in my life. Right when my mom died is when I started making music, right? And my mom had unfortunately killed herself. I started making music, but I wasn't taking it super seriously. A year after that, my biological dad killed himself. And then right after that, I was like, okay, boom, it's go time, right? It's like I have to do something with these emotions, might as well put it towards something productive, right? Okay. That's probably been one of the biggest hardships, and then the other one is kind of just getting the music heard, getting people to mess with you, but that just takes time and consistency. So that's for me personally.
I really respect that too because you could go down a darker path with those events happening.
Absolutely.
It's really easy, but I respect that's awesome.
Appreciate it.
Sorry for your loss too, bro.
Yeah, right,
man, it's
right.
tough.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, it's just the challenge of, you know what I'm saying, that balance of, when I was younger, I could have like done a lot more music-wise, but I wanted to be in the streets doing stuff people rap about, you know what I mean?
Right.
So the hardest challenge was kind of just learning to mature enough to put more focus on the music than, you know what I'm saying, going out to party or going, being seen, going, hanging out with everybody, being there, you know what I'm saying, in everybody's face, all that stuff, all the fun stuff. Now this is fun. This is more fun to me. Now I'd rather sit in the house on Friday night. I'm in the house making a song. You know what I'm saying? Calling FreshBoii like, hey bro, I'm gonna send it over to you. You know what I mean? I'd rather do that than, you know what I mean, go out. So that's the hardest challenge. Just separating. You know what I'm saying? Pleasure from
lifestyle.
Yeah, lifestyle. Yeah, lifestyle. That's
Precisely.
perfect.
Do you guys like? So how do you get your inspirations to make a song? Like, where does it even start? If you guys on a new song, like you're fresh, blank canvas, like how do you even start?
You start with this one.
Okay, like you said, man. Let me see. In my phone, bro, I got this thing called Notes. I love it.
Oh,
Notes.
man, Notes.
I don't know if-
I need to start.
Everybody has Notes.
Yeah, hey, shout out
And
to
they don't
Notes
use
app.
it too. The notes
Yeah,
don't people.
exactly. Like if you just like look,
Woo.
that's
It's nuts.
So like
It's
literally,
nuts, bro.
I will literally just, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I'll just, so I just like pretty much just start. Like I just be like, somebody will say something, I'm like I have this one line. It's called I say I'll fold your clothes while you're stealing them. You know what I mean? So like, I saw that on a comedian sketch. I saw that this comedian was something like, I said this native guy. He was like, yeah, I'll fold your clothes while you're stealing them. I'm like, oh.
Right.
Mine.
Right. That's awesome.
You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
stuff like that. Anything I see, if I hear a funny saying, if I think of a funny saying, if I'm watching a TV show, you know what I mean? Just, it's really, Lil Wayne is the best rapper of all time. I don't care what Billboard says. So
I think that's
yeah,
facts.
Yeah, Lil Wayne is the best
I
rapper
back
of
that
all
up.
time. So the fact that, you know what I mean? The fact that I was always a punchline rapper. I used to be I was a battle rapper. Punchline. Lil Wayne, Slim Shady back in the day. You know what I mean? Punchline. So if I hear a punchline, that's what usually gets me. Yeah, I mean, and then inspiration for singing is I like branching out. I like believe it or not, I like stuff like Hoop Stank Trapped. I like, you know what I'm saying, Linkin Park and stuff like that.
Shout out
Yeah,
The
don't
Reason.
sit here, bro.
Yeah, the reason. Anyway, but yeah, it's stuff like that. So like, it's just a drive to kind of have something that's like, I listen to that stuff to this day. That stuff's probably like what 20-something years
Yeah,
old.
it's crazy.
Yeah, I still listen to it. I want to have music that's that long. Oh my God, that's unprofessional.
Oh no.
But yeah, I want to have music that's long lasting. And a lot of people that have me come on my show, I want to shout out my girlfriend Shantice. I love you, baby.
shout out.
And then shout out Big Vibe. Big Vibe can sing so freaking well. That's
Big
my,
Vibe
my
is
God.
insane.
yeah, that's my
bro.
brother. I known him since he was 8 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, that's my brother. So like, you know what I'm saying? Just the fact those people inspire me. Like if I see them, they're like, oh yeah, they'll give me, you know what I'm saying, this drive, especially Big Vibe, you know what I'm saying? Big Vibe does a lot of things. He really inspires me to push me, you know what I'm saying? Because that boy can blow. I'm trying to get like him.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Well, the inspiration for me to start a song is is very, very, very similar. I find that, you know, I'll find a piece of inspiration or just a slight piece of inspiration. Really what it comes down to, though, is I'm just in the studio, right? And I'm just on FL, and I'm just trying to make something unique, sound cool, sound interesting, whatever, because I boil down music to a particular science, right? For me, I used to listen to a lot of music growing up. It used to be, you know, I used to draw inspirations from obviously Eminem, Royce da 5'9", Lil Wayne, Tupac, Biggie, you know, just the big ones, right? But as I've grown older, I've kind of realized that I don't listen to as much music anymore. Like it's not a particular daily routine for me. I more listen to books and podcasts, but that kind of stuff.
Okay.
But I will come across a song or two every once in a while, right? I'll just be like, oh, that looks interesting. I'll click it, and I'll be like, whoa, just completely blown away, right? And I'll be like, and I'll just obsess over that one song over and over and over and over again until, now I'm sick and tired of it. I do the same with my music too. But to go back to the original point of making the song, I start with something unique or original, or just from inspiration from a song that I've heard recently that I've been listening to over and over and over again. I'll take a piece or an aspect of that song, and then I'll lay it down as a melody because I understand that melody is the most important thing. Build the drums slightly around it to match the vibe, and then what I'll do is I'll just throw around some ideas. And if it sucks, I just throw it down the trash and I make another one. It's just over and over and over. I just keep trying to churn them out until I make something that sticks. You know what I mean? It's kind of like throwing stuff at the wall.
Yeah. Yari, too, with battle rapping, all right? Like, how have you ever been stumped on accident, or like you ever like had like a
Forget a line
Clarence
type,
type?
No, I'm undefeated. Yeah.
Ooh.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Me too, in all the white schools.
Anybody else? Yeah, undefeated. Yeah. No, I mean not. No. I've never on battle rapping. I've never froze up.
Okay.
On performing, I've frozen up.
Ooh, how's that?
Okay, yeah. Back when what it was called Fat. It's called Fatties. It was called Fatties before.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
it called now? Karma. Yeah. But back when Karma was called Fatties. Back in the day. Shout out to Mill Bill. Shout out to Chew Gums. They let me. I was on Chew Gums' album.
Okay.
And they were performing up there, right? And they told me they were doing one song, right? So I studied this song, and I was like, yeah, I'm ready for this show, right? So I get there, and they did the other song that I did on the album.
No way.
So I get on stage, and we didn't do a sound check or nothing. I just got there and like, oh yeah, don't worry, we'll just call you up when da-da-da. So I get up there, and the song comes on, and I'm like, I don't know the words to this song. So I just start freestyling.
Oh, you start battle rapping the crowd.
Chew knew the words to my song. I don't know how he knew the words. He's over here trying to leave me in like da-da-da-da. And I'm like, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, that was the only time I've ever frozen up. Most embarrassing thing that ever happened.
No,
to me.
that has.
Yeah, it was. But no, I mean, nobody could tell.
Yeah,
I got on stage. I'm like, yo, that was horrible. I'm like, everybody's like, what? You look fine to me. That was dope. I was like, yeah.
Cool, perfect.
Have you ever had that happen? Like,
I used to battle rap back in high school, and that's kind of how I got my start. Because obviously Eminem, 8 Mile, and I was like, do you want to rap battle? Do you want to rap battle? But for me, I went to an all-white school, so battle rapping, and I went to a preppier school too. So battle rapping is basically like a weird thing, you know what I mean? It was all weird. But there was one or two kids, right? And the first one was a girl. There was like this circle of kids, right? They were doing their rap battle thing at South Junior High. There's this girl smoking everybody. I come in, say a couple lines, and then nobody meets for rap battles anymore.
He shut it down.
Damn.
Right, pretty much, bro. I felt upset because it was either that I popped in and they're
So
like,
you went
no,
hard too hard, man.
No, I guess so. That's what I
Settle
told myself to
settle
this day,
in.
right?
You buried him, bro. Pretty much.
And then there was this other guy. He was my family friend's cousin who was mad that I was family friends with his cousin, right? And he was like this big dude, right? And he was like, oh, I'm gonna smoke you, blah, 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 blah. We get to the cafeteria, and for me, I was ready. I had all of these lines ready to go. But then when he shows up, he had nothing, bro. I had all my lines. It was like the Clarence situation.
Choking.
But it wasn't really like choking. It was more or less like, you suck, lick my nuts.
I own a truck.
Right, pretty much. It was just unbelievably mid.
on the average too, like how quick do you guys think you learn your own song like lyrics and stuff? It's like, because I know you're in there all the time, but like how long does it actually like? You're like, oh shit, I forgot
Like when
the
you're getting
word.
ready for performance,
Yeah.
like to feel ready.
It's a science, and like I said, I break everything else down to a science.
Yeah.
The first day of recording it, excuse my language, I hate the song, right? I despise the song, and then the next day I can't remember the song whatsoever when I play it, and then the third day, the second day after I make the song is when it gets stuck in my head, and now I have to continually replay it just over and over and over.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I do this thing where like I've always been good at remembering songs like since I was a kid. Like I hear a song on the radio, I'm like, oh yeah, about like 3 days, I'm like, I know like at least most of the words, you know what I mean? But what I do is I've all over myself with the song. Like I don't listen to like. I mean, I listen to mainstream rap, but like I don't listen to a lot of it. If I'm in a car or I'm in the shower, I'm playing my stuff or I'm playing FreshBoii stuff. That's you know what I'm saying. I'm playing Outbreak stuff. I'm playing Vibe stuff. You know what I'm saying. I'm playing my boy Mickey Royal stuff. Shout out to my boy Mickey Royal. Mickey Royal Rose. That's my boy. You know what I'm saying. Mom ties. We in here. So like I just listen to it over and over and over and over and over again. Where you're not sick of your own music? No.
Yeah, pretty much.
If I'm sick of it, that music's sick of it. I love it. I think it's amazing.
That is true. Like I never thought it'd be like you're like shit, man. Another goddamn song of mine.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I feel vain sometimes, but I mean, you know what I mean?
Well, that if you don't like your music, how can you expect anybody else to?
Exactly.
Nice.
That's how I feel.
Speaking of like performing too, like do you guys have like a favorite performance thus far in your careers?
Oh man.
Oh yeah, I definitely do.
Well, okay. So our best performance is about to come up. It's gonna be March 29th at the Ford Idaho Center.
That's gonna be
25th,
crazy.
25th.
March
My
25th.
bad.
Rick Ross, Joyner Lucas, T Grizzly. I can't wait for T Grizzly.
that's
That's
so
the
cool,
T
bro.
Grizzly. But anyways, Kid Ink and Kurt Cobain.
Yeah, at the Ford Idaho Center. It's the map that's literally unlocked, bro. Like all the boys, like him and me have done damn near every single venue, bar
everyone.
in this place, and then we're now doing the arena. It's the map is unlocked.
Think of you like sharing the stage too.
But my favorite,
Precisely.
but my favorite though was I did Jacquees, and not because of Jacquees, because he was short and annoying, but it was the crowd, man, and I got because it was like my first big one. Like I did a couple before that, but like it was my first big one where like we had like a packed house. And I got super drunk, super fast. And
Hey, you
like,
didn't forget the lyrics.
Yeah, like I wasn't even like backstage. I was like in the crowd, like trying to start fights with people. And I was like, yeah, whoa, whatever. And then like, you know, so they're like, hey, Yari, come to the stage. I'm like, what's up, man? Like, you're next. I'm like,
Oh.
I'm performing.
me? Next? Let's do it. And then I got up there and you know what I'm saying? It was just like the best feeling I've ever had in my entire life. Like just to see a bunch of people. And it wasn't like I don't even think I did that well. I have very good crowd control. I have very good energy when I'm on stage. You know what I mean? Okay. So I just got that from the crowd, and it was like. And then I think that was the day I got addicted to performing. Like I love it. You know what I mean? And then my boy Big Vibe, he killed that show, bro. He had this song, and I swear to God, they got louder for him than they did for Jacquees. It was amazing, bro. I swear to God.
It's cool to control a crowd like that.
Yes,
absolutely. My favorite particular performance was performing at my high school prom. Actually, it was either my prom or it was my homecoming. It was one or the other because I think it was the homecoming. The homecoming was just nuts because I just gotten in a fight over these kids that were like, fuck FreshBoii, he's a pussy. I fight those kids in the hallway. Next thing you know, everybody's like, oh my gosh, they're freaking out. They let me perform at homecoming, and that was probably the best and biggest crowd energy that I've ever had, strictly for me. And it was nuts. They didn't even know the words of the song, but they were going nuts. I guarantee if you look up like FreshBoii at CUNA High School or something on YouTube, it pops up and you just see how crazy that crowd is. It was nuts. And it was that for me was the point where I was getting addicted. Like that was like you said, like when I was addicted to performing, was that moment. I was like, oh, this is it, bro. This is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And then then you have the other shows where there's 4 people in the crowd and they're all the performers. Right?
Hey, but that's a legendary story. But like, imagine getting into a fight in the hallway. I'm like, oh, I gotta go perform real quick.
I gotta get on
bing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Literally.
You only perform if you win that fight.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you lose that one, you can't go up, bro.
No, it was crazy too because on that show the year before, I was like, I'm gonna perform here next year. I took a video of me at prom because like the juniors were allowed to go to the senior prom. I took a video of the prom and I was like, I'm gonna perform here next year. Guarantee next year I'm performing there. Last year we were at the Suicide Boys concert. I took a little video on my phone and I still have it on my phone. I said we're gonna perform here next year. Guarantee this year we're performing at the Ford Idaho Center.
Locked in.
Literally it becomes true.
Thank you, Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? My boy Will Smith. Shout out
seriously.
my promoter Will Smith, man. You killed him, man.
He's
Thank
cool.
you.
He's
Good
really
looking.
cool.
Well, I just love it too. Like 2 different lifestyles growing up, but you guys are at the same point.
yeah,
So it's so cool to see.
Yeah. It's crazy. Every time I start like, back in Vegas, he'd be like, you did that?
No, literally, bro. He'll tell me the wildest stories, and it's weird because we're almost like evil twins. You know what I mean? It's like I'm good, he's bad, but then he's bad and I'm good. You know, it's a really awesome dynamic, especially in the studio too, because it's really cool because working with Yari, he's somebody who like I could literally be like, bro, that was ass, and then he'll be like, okay, bro, let's just redo it. And I'm like, all right, bet, let's do it. And so we just stay locked in. There's like a chemistry and an energy. And then, you know, when he does specific style of songs, like if you listen to our song Fresh Out, like we shot a video for it and everything, like we can match vibes really, really well, especially when he's doing like higher pitch stuff. You know, it's really awesome chemistry in the studio. I love working.
Well, that's beautiful too, because like sometimes we all could like have egos probably, but like for you just to take constructive criticism, just like allow yourself to be like, because you want to get better.
Honestly, that's if I can go back and say to the kids again,
Yeah.
that is the biggest piece. listen. Like if people like, even if someone's trying to insult you, like listen for the grain of truth. If there's a grain of truth, and they're not just talking shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But always listen for the grain of truth. If someone gives you constructive criticism, take it. Don't get offended. Don't be like, you said what about me? I'm going home to cry. Like no, man up, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Listen to what they're saying and fix it because it's only gonna make you better. You know what I mean?
Especially when you know, like, you got these guys in your corner, like, willing to ride for you. Like, what they're saying is definitely true. Like, they're not trying to hurt your feelings, man.
No,
Exactly.
precisely.
So, like, building a team around you, like, with people that you can trust, like, that have your best interests, like, that cannot be, like, understood enough. Like, that's so important, bro.
Mom ties fuck too tired. You know what I'm talking about?
Honestly, yeah. No, I really agree with that point though. Having a good team around you is super, super powerful. It in the local area, it's been really difficult. I feel like that's another challenge, to go back to a previous point as well, is building a good team around you. And for me, you know, I've been on this crazy like self-help, like gym bro, like awesome dude guru Andrew Tate, like kind of thing, right? And so for me, I'm listening to all these people and like, oh, your team needs to be millionaire, super millionaire, crazy successful people. I'm like, damn, I don't know those people. But then I realized to myself, I was like, okay, well, why don't I just curate those people within the circle that I'm in? You know what I mean?
Right.
And if you can do that, you know, everybody rises with you, and that kind of creates a movement behind everything that you're doing, because he can make his music and he could be rising, and then I could be a part of that, and then I could be making music and rising, and he could be a part of that. And then, you know, like for example, I make music under the name of FreshBoii. I produce under the name of Too Tired, right? And so if the Too Tired producer tag takes off, him and me get to take off because of it. And then if he takes off, you know, it all ties back into one another. So it's really, really awesome. You know?
Well, like it's not to get like mixed up with Yes Man, of course. Also, you gotta make sure people tell you.
No.
Precisely.
I hate it. Like, okay, like I love my girlfriend, love her so much, but every time I play a song, it's good.
Oh, it's great.
God.
And it's like, she finally gave me she finally gave me criticism the other day, and I wanted to cry, but you know what I'm saying, I kept a tough face. I played her, me and his new song, and I thought I was like, yeah, I killed it. I was like, you know what I'm saying, you get a verse, and you're just like, yeah, I did that,
Rushed it.
So I showed my girl, I'm like, baby, look, you know what I'm saying, I said, what do you think, baby? She's like, it's good. I'm like, can you give me some more than that? What do you think? She's like, that's a real question. Who did better, me or FreshBoii? I was like, FreshBoii.
Take it back.
Outside, I was like, thanks, baby. I wanted her to keep doing that. I wanted her to keep doing that. But inside, I was like,
See, you just need to change the pitch a little bit, so you can be like, hey, what do you think of this new artist? And then you'd be like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
I know, but
I got you.
I say sorry, not sorry too much.
You touched on like the local scene for a minute. Like, what do you think is like the next step for us, like, to reach the higher level? Like, what's the next step you think?
To reach the higher level, I think that we either need to get a whole bunch of nightclubs here, a whole bunch of different minds, or, you know, just and no offense to anyone, just better artists in general, you know, or just more hardworking artists. Right. I really think that I'm talking to this guy named let's just say they manage this artist who's doing songs with Future, Lil Uzi, Ski Master, Slump God, right? Just really big players. And what they do is they go out to Atlanta damn near every other week just to network with people, because there's more people there. There's more like artists there. There's just a bigger culture there. I feel like locally, what I think that we need to start doing is we all need to start like taking a step outside. You know what I mean? And I'm not just talking like outside the door. I'm talking about outside the state, and, you know, talking to these different people, and then coming back to Boise, shedding light on that. Because if you build connections with all of these people in these different states and areas, it's gonna shed light back on Boise. And if light is getting shed back on Boise, it's gonna inspire more people to do stuff. And more people are gonna feel motivated to make more music, do more shows, and get more active with the community. Like, this podcast right here is a massive step, because it's just content, right? That's literally all it is just content. The more content you have behind it, the bigger it can grow, right? And there's this guy named Alex Hormozi, just to take a little sidestep for a second. Alex Hormozi, what he says is he was making 10 pieces of content a week for a couple years, right? And he only grew to like 20,000 followers. He ramped it up to 80 pieces of content a week, and now he has like 500, 600, 700,000 followers. And so what it really comes down to is his content. And to go to all the younger artists, keep creating music, keep creating content, keep just going nuts with it, keep shooting videos, keep editing videos, make your own podcast, like get involved with other people, because if we can all just continually build more and more content, there will be more stuff for people to latch on to via the internet. And so just keep moving. You know what I mean?
I think the biggest problem here is that everybody is very short or what is it?
Short-minded.
Short-minded, yes.
Right.
I was gonna say it, it sounded right in my head.
I said,
like just short-term thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, I want to get paid right now. Everything I want to do, like, oh yeah, I want to charge. Yeah, instant gratification. I want to charge you $400 or $700 for one video.
Right.
Like, bro, why would I spend $400, $700 on a video where I could shoot it on my phone and it's gonna get the same amount of views? I mean, it's gonna look nicer on yours, but I mean, I'm not rich yet, so you know what I mean. Like, everybody here is just so focused on the come up that's right immediate, right there, instead of trying to build as a unit. Like, you go to other cities, you know what I'm saying? People mess with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody goes messes with everybody. You know what I mean? Here it's kind of like everybody feels like they're elitist. Like, oh yeah, I'm this rapper, so oh yeah, I'm only gonna rap with these people, and I'm only gonna do this with these people, and I'm put all this money down. Like, no, bro. Put out a whole bunch of stuff with everybody you can, as many people as you can, and it's going to build content. And like, my content is going to be his content, his content is going to be my content. It makes your job easier. If you got more people on your team, your job is easier. That's how Anthill works.
Precisely, and it all ties in together. That's with all the algorithms of Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, just SoundCloud, anything. The more names that are associated with each other, the more it circulates. So, for example, on Spotify, let's just say he just drops an album. We're about to drop a song called Drop Off, I think on March 17th. I could be wrong, but just follow it.
Keep your eyes open.
Right, absolutely. But what you'll notice is, because we have a featured song, that song on my profile, what Spotify's natural algorithm is going to do is it is 75% chance it's going to play his album right afterwards. So that's why the more people that you work with, the more features that you have with separate people, what's going to end up happening is it all gets linked to each other. And when people get elitist, it's like he said, I only rap with these people. It's like, so what, bro? Where are you? You're in the same fucking spot. So just start working with other people and grow and build. That's what I notice. If, like, for me personally, if you kind of put yourself in an island when you're just rapping by yourself, when you're just producing for yourself, making your own videos for yourself, and you kind of have to step off the island to grow, you know what I mean? And a lot of people, I feel like they're afraid of growth around here, or they think their shit don't stink when it comes to this music shit. And it's like, no, bro, we're all in the same boat, so let's just work together. Let's just create something instead of just being like, I drop a song every other month. Because like,
and then not even just that, a lot of people out here, man, they act like they're like doing these really, really big things. Like, oh yeah, we doing this, we doing that. Like, bro, you're not doing nothing because you still have a job. You know what I mean? You still go to work every day. You're not making your living off your music yet, so you're not. And then like, I used to go out here, man. I used to see a couple rappers out here. You know what I'm saying? I don't say no names, but you know what I'm saying. I used to go out here and see a couple rappers out here, and I thought. When I first got in the scene, like, oh yeah, they must be it. They must be doing it. They killing it. You know what I'm saying? Then I look and I'm like, FreshBoi's the one that actually brought my attention to it. Hey, bro, you know we got more followers than most people in the city, right?
90%.
You know we got more views than most of the city, right? For real? I had to go check. I didn't even. I just started cracking Spotify for artists open like what 2 months ago.
Okay.
I didn't even look at it. I was just like, oh, that's cool. And I'm like, oh wait.
No, I mean, doing something like that.
We're doing numbies right now.
3,000 streams. Okay.
Well, it's like funny too, like 'cause I think we see like the end result of fans, right? We see it, so it's like, oh, they could do it, but they just don't know how long you guys do it every day and stuff. Like, it's not just like you make the one song. So
Yeah.
people get it mixed up.
I'm literally putting out right now. Louis Short's Weather just came out yesterday. Go get it, Volume 1. I'm doing an album I'm dropping one every month. Every single month for the rest of the year. Mm-hmm. Every single month for the rest of the year. 10 to 12 tracks long. I promise you. I already got. I did my unreleased songs, including the ones I just dropped yesterday. I had 32 released songs, 32 unreleased songs. You know what I'm saying? And I make one every single night.
I might call you Little Yari. You got some content.
It's my time, baby.
What the hell's a crab app? FreshBoii too. I see you in the arcade a lot with Outbreak lately.
Oh yeah, see.
I just want to say, what's top 3 arcade games?
I don't play video games. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. We go in there and there's one drifting game. They have like 90 games. There's one drifting game. Pretty much, yeah. And so we've really just been in there. Like we just dropped a song literally yesterday called Medusa. Right?
Check it out.
Yeah, we went there yesterday to go just shoot some videos.
Okay.
But the guy who was holding the camera was late, so we were like, well, might as well play video games while we're at the arcade, right? But yeah, we got a really cool visualizer that I'm editing actually today and releasing tomorrow. Well, when this podcast comes out, it's later, right?
So, yeah. But the right answer to that question was Time Crisis. I'm just saying.
Oh,
Time Crisis.
That little
Time
Crisis.
That's legendary, bro.
The little.
That one was.
Yes.
I hate that.
And you
one.
just gotta go.
The pedals, bro. The pedals. I was like, which one do I press?
You
Like,
gotta duck.
the helicopter comes in and it's like, oh, you got to press the right pedal in every single time. Click the wrong one, bro.
I love anything arcade though. Just the aesthetic, like neon lights, just makes me. It's just
best, but some of my best. We're old. You know what I'm saying? We're older. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? Like that was life before PlayStation. You know what I mean?
Let's talk about where you get to play the games demos at Walmart.
Oh,
like they had it.
I remember that shit.
GameStop.
Yeah.
No, me and my friend Sean, you know what I'm saying? Shout out my homeboy Deshaun. We used to be at GameStop just playing playing Madden. Right there thing.
Yeah.
All day. Just, you know what I mean? Like, we got cool with the dude. We're playing Madden with the guy that worked there.
I told the story before, but like speaking of like GameStop, one time my dad and I were playing NCAA 11, the one with Tim Tebow on it, right?
Yeah.
We're playing, and I'm like drinking water, like ice, and suddenly ice gets stuck in my throat, so I start choking, and I start freaking out. I'm like, duh, I can't breathe. And then he starts giving me the Heimlich maneuver in front of like all these people in the GameStop, and he's like, "What are you choking on?" I'm like, "Ice." And then he lets go, and then I'm like, "Is my dad trying to kill me?" But he's like, "It's gonna melt, you idiot!" And I was like, "Oh my god!" So I like, out of any things I could have choked on, ice. So thank God.
Thank God.
Most embarrassing thing though, because
In the middle of a GameStop.
I'm like, I'm sorry, Dad. I'm a dumbass, man. I'm sorry. Another quick question too, just to switch it up too.
Yeah.
If you guys could pick any fictional character to switch a life with, what would it be? We got Peter Pan. The fuck.
That's a good question.
Or any, I guess,
superhero.
or anything too. Like, what if like a TV setting or like a cartoon setting? Like, I'd love to be in Ed, Edd and Eddy. Like that whole cul-de-sac.
I mean, I want to say like one of my favorite shows right now is Naruto, and you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm a secret nerd. Don't tell nobody.
Sasuke.
But yeah, they village gets destroyed a lot, so I don't know if I want to live there.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's some scary stuff in those
Yeah,
worlds.
like, that's what I think. I'm like, I like stuff, but it seems like bad stuff happens a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I don't know, probably a Drake documentary, because I mean, he seems like he's living pretty awesome.
That's a good answer.
I just saw Yari in the documentary.
Yeah, I'm like, I mean, I feel like he's winning right now. So,
That'd be so.
you know.
Cartoon character or just
Any
Any like
character,
even like
Any
a fictional person.
you see, I would be to piggyback off his anime nerd shit.
Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh all the way. I would hop up in there because then it's just, bro, you're playing cards
Yeah, you
all
ain't gotta-
fucking day. Like what?
You're not gonna get hurt. It's just hard.
No. And then you
choice,
see
same
him get
choice.
flung like 90 feet behind them just in land. Bro, it's Yu-Gi-Oh is just turned up for no goddamn reason, and that's why I played it. So fictional, that would be it. But real life, my life, because my life is lit as fuck.
Absolutely.
It's scary, like a Marvel movie. Like, it'd be awesome to have the Avengers, but like your town's getting destroyed.
I'm about to
shit
say,
all
yeah,
the
you
time.
got a 50-50 chance of getting killed by Thanos. You know what I'm talking about? Like, no, that's the last one I would pick.
Oh yeah, that's so true.
Yeah, I was like a 50-50. I'm good. I like it here.
But then when you've been paying a car payment on your car, and then Hulk grabs it to throw it at Thanos, and then he misses, bro.
You know what I mean? They got like insurance for like, you know what I'm saying?
For
that-
superhero
see,
insurance,
Natural attacks,
That has
superhero
to
attacks,
eventually-
super villain.
See, but think about your insurance. Probably you got to pay a lot more.
Right.
Oh
Right.
man.
My fucking house has got Hulk
My
smash.
sorry, you don't have the Hulk insurance on your policy here. I'm so sorry.
You know what I always wondered? Like, you watch shows about, you know what I'm saying, or movies about superheroes living in towns. Why do villains do crimes in towns that Superman lives in? Like, I would not do no
absolutely
crime.
not, bro.
Move.
Like, damn it, he got me again.
Yeah, like, let's rob this bank in the middle of the daytime in Gotham. Like,
I'm really not trying to have Batman break my arm, bro.
exactly. Like, what are you doing?
Like,
Where's Rachel?
I know, like, that's, and then like, there's no matter what, there's like at least 8 villains walking around. So like, who knows who's the next?
Exactly. It's like somebody might just blow up your car for no like it's just everything.
Which could be fire. Which could be fire.
Just live in a
out,
world
of, out
like-
of the payment, no more car notes. Like, let's
Exactly.
go, bro.
I live in like Minecraft or something. It's really peaceful.
man, that'd be
sounds-
nice.
like, that
That'd
sounds
be
terrifying.
Nice.
Oh yeah, the creeper.
That sounds terrifying. Yeah, it really does.
Actually, what would
Your
be
only
the
friend
most?
is, oh.
What would be the most terrifying video game place to live in?
Call of Duty.
Oh,
Like, zombies.
zombies.
Call of Duty zombies. Yeah.
But do you get to respawn though? You get to
Ooh.
respawn.
So that's everything. Yeah, if you
Can you
can come
imagine real
back,
life
then
if we
we're
die?
Okay, you're throwing it off. You said, I mean, you can't.
Right.
I mean, nothing's scary if you have to respawn. I'll go live in the roof and respawn. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you get one go, you know what I mean? Let's play like
Ooh, it's scary.
Or like a Resident Evil
Planet-
type
Planet-
setting,
Ooh,
bro.
Resident Evil would be scary.
Resident Evil. That's one of the best.
Silent
ones ever.
Hill.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, man.
I don't know. It's just
pulls, the
something like we never know. I always forget the repercussions of what. That's my
why
fault.
when you
That's my
asked me,
fault.
I'm a thinker.
Yeah. Hey, you guys know I'm the king of taking everything back.
That is true. He takes a lot of things back.
I have a take like no, hold on. I didn't think about it.
If you guys were stuck on an island, what would be the only food you'd eat?
Okay.
Good answer. Good answer.
Pineapple. That's what I was gonna say.
No, precisely.
Don't get mad, but I love my girlfriend.
I'm gonna be like, we're flying over a plane. You just see Yari.
Like somebody, nah, we don't gotta save him. He's doing just fine.
He's doing just fine.
He's doing just fine.
He did say SOS, but he wrote.
One food. Probably just waffles.
Oh,
Dang.
I love waffles.
You say oats?
oats.
Okay.
Waffles and oats because you can make waffles with some motherfucking oats.
See, this is a thinker. That's why he's the thinker. He's the thinker.
I love
Idea
it.
guy. Oh my God.
Actually, if you guys were stuck with one song on an island, what would it be?
One song.
Fresh out.
Oh fuck.
That was quick.
Fresh out.
Good answer.
Oh, man. Oh fuck. That's hard.
I mean,
because-
It is hard because
anything from Louis
in 2
Short's
years it
Weather,
could be your
because it's
new
like
favorite
one of
song.
the best albums to come out in the last 50 years.
no, Louis Short's
You heard it here
weather.
first. You heard it here first.
Go check it out now.
No.
What is a fun like debate you guys have in like music? Like,
Debate.
well, you guys like always.
That's
pick each
crazy.
Bro.
Lil Uzi Vert.
Lil Uzi Vert. No, okay. He likes Lil Wayne. I like Lil Uzi Vert. Lil Uzi Vert is just the modern day Lil Wayne. That's my personal humble opinion, right? Right? No, it's facts, bro. It's just Uzi doesn't have the bars. Uzi doesn't have the bars. He has the vibe. He has the voice. He matches. He
doesn't
clicks
have
all the
bar-
boxes
No,
except for the bars.
The most important one, the most important thing, the bars. Like
Yeah.
Lil Wayne. I mean, and then like, I mean, we really don't argue that much.
No,
about
the conversations really go down like this. I'm gonna be like, Yari, yeah, I'm gonna have you redo that. You're gonna have me redo that? Yeah, redo that take for me. Okay, bro.
That's great though. That's awesome.
man. Honestly, like, I don't know. Like we did. One thing I loved, I always wanted to point out, Fresh Out was the second song I ever did with him. The first time I went to his studio. The first time I went to his studio, and I think it's like one of the best songs that I've ever done personally. And it's just like the way like my delivery was, because like that's my biggest pet peeve in my rap, my delivery. And he made me like, I don't know, it's just like his guidance, the way when I'm in the studio, he'll straight up tell me like, no, do it like this, do it like this. A lot of
Okay.
producers can't tell you that because he's a rapper too. You know what I mean? Yeah. So since he's a rapper too, it helps. Like he's like, oh yeah, don't do it, and he knows how to make your voice sound right on the mic. You know what I'm saying? Even though I got two other amazing producers, Bear. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my homie Barrow.
Shout out.
I am Bear. Yeah, and then my homie Mickey Rose, and then I actually was Case in Point last night. Case in Point, his studio was off the chain, man. It's dope. But yeah, but the way I like his energy, like he works he works fast. Like you said.
I'm on that, bro.
We need a time lapse.
It's like speed run, bro. No, oh god, bro. Oh man, don't do drugs, kids. It's not drugs though. It's tea, but don't do drugs. But no, it looks like speed running, bro. Literally, when I'm on there, I'm like, all right, do it again.
Yeah, bro.
Do it again.
And he's masterful, like Like there's a lot of things like little nuances that changes a song. Like he'll be like, hey, do this when you do it. No, do this when you do it. And I'm like this? Like, no, like this. It's masterful, you know what I'm saying? The way his mind works.
The coolest thing too, I just love how like you guys are probably having the time of your lives too while you're like you're having fun.
Literally, bro. Literally. It is the greatest thing in the world. This right here, like literally just speaking into a microphone. It's so much fun, bro. My I love them to death, but my stepbrother and my stepdad, bro, they play Minecraft 13 hours a day, I swear to God. And I'm like, they're just like, hey, like play these games with us. I'm like, I'm gonna go on FL Studio. This can be my game, but I'm with y'all. I'm in a screen, right?
Really, you guys want to play on my game?
No, precisely.
No, exactly. And like, but I think the thing about it is the way we both have this drive. You know what I mean? We both have the same similar drive. Like literally, I would come over there like, man, my girlfriend says I work too much on music. He's like, my girlfriend too. You know what I mean? It's just like we both. It's rare to see because I see a lot of people that are like, yeah, music's my passion, and then they don't work. Like they drop a song like once every 4 months, and it's like, bro, is your passion? You sure?
Literally.
It sounds like going to work's your passion. You know what I mean? It sounds like doing.
It's you have to replicate successful people in order to become successful, and successful people. I think you told me. Lil Wayne is in the studio from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day still. Right, and so to treat your music like a job, like it's an actual job. It's okay to love your job. That's what's fucked up about today's society is you have to hate your job. No, you can love your job. You just have to figure out how you can
right
monetize.
job.
Right, exactly.
And what's crazy is because of him, you know what I'm saying, his little speech that he gave me, I got a MacBook, right? You know what I'm saying? I got my own MacBook, I got my own microphone, I got my own setup in my house, you know what I'm saying? So I could do music at home. And actually, if I got to give any advice to any artist, go do that. It makes doing music so much easier, even if you don't know what you're doing. I suck at mixing and mastering. The fact that you can go ahead in there and lay it and have the beat going and you can actually hear it, it makes making music so much easier, having your own setup. Go get one if you don't have one. Go to Aaron's, go get you a computer. That's what I did. Pay monthly on it. You ain't got to spend $1 million. But anyways, back to my original point. Which I don't remember is now. What was the question?
What was the question? I forget the question too.
I guess just like you God, I just forgot the question too.
Let's ask this question.
Pages. I don't feel. Thank you guys. You might make me look good.
Let's ask this
It's not only me.
question, bro. When you guys cash that check, the big one,
Oh,
what's your first
shit.
purchase?
Okay, so the first purchase is gonna be a 4-plex inside of a big city, and I'm going to live in one of the units and rent out the other 3 and make it so I can live rent free and then make monetary gains throughout the rest of the year in my life.
Hashtag passive income.
Literally, bro. Literally. See, we got approached with this offer, right? You know, I'm not gonna say from who, but a fuck ton of money, bro. Literally, like it makes a grown man cry, that kind of money, right? Him and me both. And bro, it was like somebody showed it to us, and then they just slowly took it away, and they're like,
that's
the entire way.
mean.
It's all love. It's all love. It's all love. It's all love.
No, I don't say all. I'm not gonna say all that. We're gonna see what happens. And you know what the future holds. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows what the future holds. So I mean, me. I just my first thing I want to do is pay back the people that were there for me when I was nothing. My girlfriend, my Aunt Sabrina, who I love more than anything. You know what I'm saying? I got a son on the way.
Congratulations.
Well, I got a kid on the way. It's gonna be a boy though. But yeah, and I just want to. My biggest thing is I want to be stable. I want to be stable. Like I make myself stable. I don't have to flourish really, but I want to be stable, and I just want to start paying the people back. You know what I'm saying? The people that looked out for me. You know what I mean?
No,
I wish Too Money didn't have to be a thing where we're just like, goddamn. What is FreshBoii? What's the longest time you have stayed in a studio?
The longest time that I've stayed in the studio, I like. See, Albert Einstein kind of did a thing where he would nap for like 20 minutes and then go back to work. He did a little study with that. So that's what I kind of do. Right? Is I'll be in there for maybe 2-3 hours, come out, take a little break, and then go right back in. So consecutively, not very long, but for like doing that whole span, I just do it like whenever I'm home from my day job. It's like I'm in there. Like I don't leave. My girlfriend gets pissed off because she has to go in there just to talk to me, right? And then right, so it's really like as much time as I can get in there, I am in there. You know what I mean? Yeah. So
it's awesome though. Like just keep going with it, because I know like we were all saying, like it's not like paying all the bills right now, but like it's what you're working for. Like that's why you are passionate, and you pay attention to it.
No, precisely.
And paying the bills soon. No, watch.
No, what?
Hell yeah,
Precisely. Guaranteed. It is guaranteed.
Hell
because like we just know what we're doing. That's what happens, right? And if I'm gonna go on a little tangent here. So with artists, this is the path of a lot of artists that I've noticed with every single one, and it follows basically these same steps. It's either you have this slight talent, right? You're either good at rapping, singing, producing, whatever. The first barrier of entry is you buy the studio time, or you go out and you buy the equipment, right? So what a lot of people do is they'll make their first 100 songs, right? And if they don't pop within the first 100 songs, what they end up convincing themselves of is, maybe it's just not for me, or I'm just gonna quit, right? Let's just say they don't quit after they make their first 100 songs. Now they're looking for a way, like me and Yari, to monetize off their career. So what are they gonna do? They're gonna go either to a record label, which eventually is gonna have them shelved because they're gonna pop them off, and then they're gonna be like, all right, now it's the next person's turn. Or they go the independent route. If you go the independent route, it's not guaranteed that you're going to see returns on your investments. And a lot of artists, they slowly get more and more discouraged that they're spending more and more money to promote their music. Me and Yari, on the other hand, we have it in the game in a fucking chokehold. Let me tell you, we understand the ins and outs of this like nobody else. And so that is literally like, for me, I know for a fact that I'm going to rule the entire music industry simply because I have such a chokehold on it. And I know every single in and out and little aspect and every single way to make money and to extract money from it, because that's how you become successful. Why is Drake successful? But he makes good music. Yeah, but it's because he's also rich and he's one of the biggest artists. And that's why the labels promote those kind of artists. That's why when you look at any major artist, it's because they're a good boy. They follow what the label tells them to do. But if you understand what the label is doing and you can implement it yourself, then it just sets you light years ahead of the game, and it allows you to conquer more than just be, I make music. Can I drop please next week?
Yeah.
We'll see about it. Right? So
And the only thing too, don't gamble like Drake because he
loses money.
That's the only thing.
But when you got money,
When you got
can lose
money like
God,
that, you know what I
that's so
mean?
Precisely.
Yeah, hey, let's wrap up on this question. When it's all said and done, like, what do you want people to take away from your music?
I want you to know that if you're different, it's okay. If you know what I'm saying, it's okay to feel a certain way. Like you can be more than one thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's my biggest thing. You could be more than one thing. Like, you listen to a song like, you know what I'm saying? I just dropped a song. It's called Right Time. That's so much left field than what I usually do. And you'll see the versatility. And it's like, hey, when you see somebody, like, people look at me, right? They look, oh, there goes a black guy with super tattoos. And, you know what I mean? He's probably just a mean guy and, you know what I'm saying, does evil things. No, like, I'm really a nice guy. I got the kindest heart. You know what I mean? Like, I love my family. I love my people. You know what I mean? I'm loyal above everything. So just be versatile, you know what I'm saying? That versatility, I want you to show, like, there's two sides to every coin, you know what I'm saying? A million sides to every coin, but you know.
My whole thing is that literally it can be done by anyone. If you have a goal, if you have a passion, if you have a dream, whatever it is that you want to do, it can be done. There is literally nothing stopping you except yourself. And that's what I want the biggest takeaway from my music to be. It's not necessarily the songs, because the song content is questionable at the best, right? But what I want people to pay attention to is really the journey of where I came from to where I'm going, to where I'm at right now, to where I'm going, and just understand that literally it can be done by anybody. If you're willing to put in the work to do literally anything, you could be an astronaut if you want to. But what it really comes down to is how hard that you're willing to work for it. And for me, I want to be the example for people, especially my kids or anybody looking in on the career or anybody looking back on the career that I have or that I'm having, right? And I want them to understand, okay, what it takes is hard work. I want people to see me and understand hard work. Like, and you got to be willing to, you know, sacrifice a lot to be able to get to where you want to be, you know, but you can do it. You can do it, you know.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Yari and FreshBoii. Appreciate you guys coming in.
Thanks, guys, so much.
Hey,
You guys-
Promote anything too.
Yeah,
What
real
you guys
quick.
want.
Yeah.
Louis Shorts Weathers, Volume 1 just dropped. It's on YouTube. In 5 days, it's going to be on Spotify, give or take. And then come check us out at the Rick Ross, Joyner Lucas, T Grizzly,
Yes, sir.
Kid Ink, and Kurt Cobain show at March 25th at Napa Idaho Center. You know what I'm saying? Me and
Hell
FreshBoii
yeah.
finna kill it.
We gonna
Mob
kill
size, you know what I'm saying?
And if you need 5 beats a week for $1 a piece, go to 222tired.net, fill out that form, and we got you. Super
And then
easy.
quick Instagram too. Like, what's your guys' Instagram?
Oh, yeah. Chuck Plus on Instagram.
It's .freshboii, itz.freshboii, or it's.tootired or Madalamaki _. But it's .freshboii is the music stuff. Follow that one. Follow that one.
Well, sweet. Hey,
I thank you guys for tuning
watching.
in. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Happy
thank you guys so
Monday.
much. Thank you guys
Monday.
so much. Oh, it's Monday.
Peace.
Oh, Garfield, I hate Mondays.
Hell yeah, guys.
Oh,